Many people feel that the real estate industry is what makes our national economy tick. Many other industries feed off the real estate industry, and in many ways, as the real estate industry goes, so goes the overall economy. And title companies play a key role in that equation. Title companies are the engine that brings a real estate transaction to a meaningful close, and without them, the process just doesn't work. Not to overstate it, but by issuing title insurance and providing transaction closing services, title companies play a critical role in our economic lives on both a personal and macroeconomic level. Of course, because of their important role, title companies are under significant scrutiny from a regulatory level. These companies are actually classified as financial institutions by the FTC and fall under strict guidelines regarding protecting consumer financial information. Additionally, one of the published pillars of best practices from the National Association Governing Title Companies, ALTA, is protecting non-public personal information, NPI. This huge burden of protecting NPI keeps title companies awake at night, as failure to adequately protect data can cause customer complaints, reputational damage, lawsuits, and even bankruptcy. Of course, by having such sensitive data, the cybercriminals have started hovering around the title companies like sharks around blood. It is a constant fight for title companies to protect information, and the bad guys are getting more and more creative and aggressive in trying to steal this information. To initiate a counterattack against these significant cybersecurity risks, title companies can take several effective measures. 1. Educate all employees. The biggest potential security hole is not the perimeter of your network, but an unsuspecting and untrained employee who allows cybercriminals in through a back door. Giving employees basic training on potential cybersecurity pitfalls can avoid huge problems for the company. 2. Have a written disaster recovery plan. ALTA instructs title companies to have this in place, and the plan should have specific actionable items with predetermined personnel assigned to perform these actions. Don't wait to figure your response out until after a breach occurs. 3. Have strong passwords. Employees tend to be lazy about this, but changing passwords often and making them strong are a critical piece of cybersecurity. 4. Encrypt data. This is not foolproof, but it is very helpful in deterring the bad guys. 5. If there are any last-minute changes to wiring instructions, verbally verify them. Criminals have made a fortune sending fraudulent wiring instructions changes at the last minute and tricking unsuspecting employees into wiring monies to a bogus account. Have an actual conversation to verify wiring instruction changes. 6. Make sure all patches to software are constantly kept up to date. And if there is old software being used that is no longer supported, figure out what needs to be done to keep its security up to date. 7. If there are mobile devices connected to the network, make absolutely sure that all security protocols for these devices are followed. An unsecure smartphone or tablet connected to the network is a huge security risk. 8. Review security measures of third-party vendors. Most of the time, the focus is on how the vendor can help your business run more effectively, but these vendors can pose significant security risks for the title company, and these risks cannot be ignored. 9. Make sure to have adequate insurance in case of a breach. Many businesses are woefully underinsured when it comes to cyber breaches, and there are very affordable cyber-specific policies to help offset the costs of a breach. Title companies handle and are liable for huge amounts of non-public personal information, and accordingly, must do everything possible to guard this information against the wily schemes of today's cybercriminals.